early for the next couple of months. Sure enjoy in choir though. Thank Ann for the coffee this morning. Jan for the treat. And Pat for teaching today.
The other
One of the
Pat
Pats,
number one.
or two or three.
Pat Schroeder is teaching today.
Schrader.
Schrader, sorry. Excuse me.
And I apologize because I started, sorry.
Next week,
Jan, are these?
Edna has the treats,
Are these home?
and nobody signed up to teach. So, next Sunday. Sunday before the 4th. There's several openings in July. Speaking of July, don't think we need to make a decision today, but the 3-week adult study, risk-taking, which is part of the 5 practices of fruitful congregation, class might be asked to think about, is this something we want to attend as a class, or continue just having the class? Think about it, and it doesn't start till the 17th, so we have 3 weeks to make a decision.
Okay, well, I talked to the couple that talked to us about the Muslim religion, and they would come sometime, or they would come sometime if we wanted to have a covered dish dinner and talk longer. But I kind of feel like we lose our crowd. You know, if we didn't do it on Sunday morning.
Okay?
But I need to know whether we're going to do this 3-week thing before I talk to them again.
Is there, just off the top of your head, nothing official, is there much interest in attending the 3-week adult Bible study, risk-taking mission and service study? Not really? Okay. Okay, Jane, if you'd like to set it up, appreciate it.
Okay.
Don't have any birthdays this month, or this week. We have several this month. Yes. You were singing. We sang Happy Birthday to her last week, Marlon. Should we do it again so you can sing with us?
I've been singing all week.
Do we sing too?
You get an extra star though for remembering it twice.
We do have 2 anniversaries. Memphis and Janice is today the 26th. They're not here. And then Charles and Linda the 28th, which is...
Whoa.
Is that 1 year,
Oh,
2
somebody
years?
I
forget.
almost forgot.
How many years?
2.
That's right, it is 2, isn't it?
2 years.
Well, congratulations.
I'm a very, very lucky guy.
And we're a very, very lucky Sunday school class.
Before I forget, there's a lot of coffee back there. Hate to throw it away. It's like about 10 cups, so everybody gets seconds before the lesson starts.
Good to have us. Did we say we're good to have us back?
Yeah, haven't said it yet.
No, I'm sorry.
Glad to have Estel back. And Maurice had fairly good news this week. Didn't have to take the test where he's very susceptible to sunburn for a week or better, 5 days. Good news. How's your granddaughter doing, Bonnie?
My granddaughter,
Yes.
she's doing great. She had a 6-pound baby boy,
Good.
and of course it was cesarean because of the blood clot in her brain. But they're both doing well now. They had a little trouble at first. He had some fluid in his lungs, but they're doing pretty well now, and they're both home.
Glad to hear that. Have they done anything to the blood clot in her brain yet?
It's in a place that they can't do anything.
let's continue praying for her then, and the baby. Yes, Jenny?
Liz Hamilton has been in Garden City for about 2 months. She's coming home tomorrow, and so she'll be glad to hear from any of you, an email or, and that kind of works her out.
Okay, remember Liz in our prayers. Don?
I talked to my friend down in Tennessee last night. His cancer is spreading. He's really having a tough time. And to make things even more difficult, his son brought 2 grandchildren down and left him with him for 2 weeks. And on and on and on. So you keep Woody
Woody?
in your prayers.
Hayward is his.
Hayward.
Good.
Hayward is his.
Hayward is his real name, Don.
Also Woody.
Woody.
Oh, okay. I can see how you get Woody out of Hayward.
He's been on the list before as Hayward, so.
Good. And
My granddaughter arrived in Korea. She's well, I guess, and surviving.
good.
Getting established for 6 months, so
Is she there? to-
she's doing a broad study for her international
Oh,
studies and
okay.
journalism in Korea, so
Good.
study abroad.
Ellen?
Pray for my brother Don. He'll be having a biopsy on a kidney tomorrow.
Okay.
And for my niece, who will be spending her last week as a Peace Corps volunteer down in Nicaragua. She'll be coming home to join our family reunion over the 4th, so we're excited to see her.
Jackie and I would appreciate continued prayers for my sister-in-law's husband, Jim, who is talking about being baptized. I gave him some information, Don had sent to Cliff, who forwarded to me. Haven't had a chance to talk to him about it. We were down there to see him Wednesday, and he'd been up all night. He wanted to go fishing with me, and anticipation kept him up all night, so he was in bed while we were there, and I left a message, when you feel up to go fishing, give me a call. I can be there in an hour. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, my brother died of pancreatic cancer. My sister-in-law remarried, and about a month and a half ago they found out that he has liver cancer. Been given 3 to 6 months. They're down at Caldwell. He's in contact. He'd been in Seattle with Boeing, came back here because his family's here. They're in Caldwell to contact with hospice out of Wellington, and everything's been set up. Our son, I talked to him about Jim expressing an interest in God and Christ, and he sent me a lot of information and said if Jim is asking about it, he's 3/4 of the way to being ready to be baptized and confirmed. So we talked about coming up here and going to church with us. Nephew and his family was there this weekend, but possibly next weekend or the following weekend we'll have him here with us.
Richard,
Yes.
I have another granddaughter that got kicked out of their house.
Uh-oh.
The guy decided he wanted to sell it, and he gave him a week to get out. And so they've got everything in storage, and they're staying in a motel in El Dorado. So I'd like prayers for Ashley and her family.
Keep Ashley and her family in our prayers.